think there were not many people who understood just how broad his interests were and how supportive he was of an astonishingly wide range.
At 74, Princess Anne is breaking her silence, nothing short of explosive. Her upcoming memoir doesn't just revisit royal protocol or her storied service, it peels back the velvet curtain on her complex decades-long relationship with Queen Camilla. What begins as a subtle recollection quickly turns into a revelation, exposing private tensions, unspoken rivalries, and a royal bond forged in silence. These are not just personal reflections. They are confessions that could reshape how we view two of the monarchy's most enigmatic women. So what exactly did Anne reveal? Silent stares and royal distance. Anne versus Camilla. For decades, the royal family has mesmerized the public, not just with its crown jewels and ceremonies, but with the subtle, unspoken dynamics behind palace walls. While tradition and image have always been carefully protected, it's the personal relationships, those whispered about behind closed doors, that truly ignite curiosity. Among these, the connection between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla stands out as one of the most quietly captivating. At first glance, their relationship seems polite, restrained, and professional. But behind the composed smiles and royal engagements lies a far more nuanced history, one rooted not just in royal duty, but in years of shared spaces, overlapping circles, and contrasting worldviews. Though Camilla officially became a Windsor in 2005 upon marrying King Charles III, her ties to Princess Anne began long before that, and not always in ways the public would expect. Camilla, born into aristocratic privilege, was a fixture in Britain's upper crust well before she entered royal life. In the swinging social scenes of 1960s London, she emerged as a well-connected debutante, often spotted at polo matches, elite dinners, and countryside gatherings frequented by the royal family. It was during one such event in 1970 that she met Charles, sparking a decades-long entanglement that would eventually shake the monarchy to its core. But long before the public fixated on Charles and Camilla, there was Anne. Princess Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II, was already carving her path as a determined royal, disciplined, duty-bound, and famously blunt. Though she and Camilla moved in similar elite circles, they were cut from vastly different cloth. Anne didn't indulge the glitz of aristocratic life. She preferred stable work, horses, and the quiet rigor of service over idle chatter or high society games. Camilla, on the other hand, brought warmth, humor, and an easygoing charisma that charmed many, but may have struck Anne as too casual, especially given the gravitas of royal duty. Where Camilla was adaptable and socially fluid, Anne remained rooted in tradition, protocol, and a deep reverence for the monarchy's structure. These differences, subtle at first, became more noticeable when Camilla formally joined the royal family. Observers noted that Anne, while never openly dismissive, seemed to keep her distance. Her interactions with Camilla were civil and respectful, but lacked the affection she occasionally displayed with other family members. There were no visible tensions, but also no signs of deep warmth. This emotional distance mirrored Anne's earlier rapport with Princess Diana, another woman whose modern outlook clashed with Anne's conservative values. With both Camilla and Diana, Anne appeared to take a step back, watching, perhaps judging, but rarely engaging beyond necessity. These recurring patterns raise a bigger question. Is Princess Anne's aloofness a matter of personal dislike, or does it reflect her deeper convictions about what a royal should be? Has she long felt that certain figures, especially those marrying into the family, don't carry the same weight of responsibility she's shouldered since childhood? Now, with her memoir poised to peel back layers of palace life, Anne's reflections about Camilla have stirred a wave of speculation. Are they honest appraisals of their relationship, or subtle critiques of Camilla's place within the monarchy? Which brings us to the intricate layers of Camilla's story, layers that hold a royal mystery of their own. Stay with us. The untold tensions between Queen Camilla and Princess Anne. In the royal world, appearances can be deceiving, especially when it comes to the quiet tensions that exist behind palace walls. Take, for instance, the curious and often overlooked relationship between Queen Camilla and Princess Anne. Both are towering figures in their own right, yet their connection is steeped in complex history, personal intersections, and perhaps a little bit of unspoken rivalry. The story begins in the early 1970s, when a young Princess Anne found herself romantically linked to a British Army officer named Andrew Parker Bowles. Their relationship was well known within elite circles, but it faced an obstacle that love alone couldn't overcome: religion. Andrew was Catholic, while Anne, as a senior member of the Church of England, was barred from marrying someone of his faith without serious consequences. The relationship fizzled out, not because the affection faded, but because duty demanded it. But fate had other plans for Andrew. In 1973, he married Camilla Shand, yes, the very same woman who would one day become queen. And in a twist that sounds pulled from the pages of a royal drama, Princess Anne attended the wedding. The moment symbolized far more than just social grace. It marked the beginning of a tangled web of overlapping lives that continues to intrigue royal watchers today. Even after their respective marriages, connections between these key players remained surprisingly intact. While Anne threw herself into royal duties, embodying the grit and determination of a true public servant, Camilla's relation with Prince Charles quietly reignited. Over the decades, Camilla transitioned from royal outsider to queen consort and eventually queen. But Anne never wavered in her focus, always the first to arrive at engagements, often the last to leave, and rarely one to indulge in the celebrity side of royal life. It's this contrast between Anne's tireless commitment to service and Camilla's journey through controversy to coronation that adds texture to their dynamic. Anne has always been a traditionalist, deeply respectful of royal protocols and titles. So when Camilla, once known as Queen Consort, began being referred to simply as Queen Camilla, whispers of Anne's disapproval surfaced. Though the palace has never confirmed such reports, many believe Anne quietly champions the importance of hierarchy and formality, even in a modernizing monarchy. Their differences extend beyond titles. Anne has been known to skip high-profile events, choosing instead to fulfill her official duties, no matter how small or remote the assignment. Camilla, by contrast, has occasionally missed key appearances due to health or personal reasons. One recent example, during a public event where King Charles appeared without his wife, Anne was present, steady, and composed as always, reinforcing her reputation as the monarchy's iron backbone. Beneath all of this lie layers of formality and tradition. The royal family still clings to centuries-old customs, curtsies, titles, seating arrangements, all of which shape the interactions between members. While Camilla's role has evolved, Anne remains anchored in the belief that duty comes before individual recognition. Yet, despite these contrasts, both women are bound by a mutual respect for the crown. They serve in different ways, influenced by different experiences, but they each uphold the monarchy in their own right. Anne, with her steadfast discipline; Camilla, with her hard-won resilience. Their paths, once intertwined through romance and circumstance, now converge again as senior royals carrying the burdens of legacy and expectation. Royal power struggle, Princess Anne, Queen Camilla, and the fight for the monarchy's future. Behind the grand portraits and polished appearances, the royal family presents a united front. But beneath the surface, conflicting views and quiet power struggles often shape the institution's future. Now, as the royal household gathers once again at Balmoral Castle, an annual tradition filled with heritage and quiet reflection, a different kind of conversation brews behind closed doors. This year, the talk isn't just about leisure, but legacy, and it's Prince William who is steering the conversation. Determined to future-proof the monarchy, William is championing a leaner, more efficient royal structure. At the heart of his plan, a significant cutback in spending and a reshuffling of duties, changes that could reshape the monarchy's identity as it steps deeper into the 21st century. His vision is bold: fewer working royals, clearer roles, and an emphasis on relevance in an ever-modernizing world. But not everyone in the family agrees. Among the most vocal in her hesitation is Queen Camilla. Having long valued the monarchy as a family-first institution, she's reportedly uneasy about William's proposals. Her concerns aren't just sentimental. They touch on the very essence of what it means to be royal. In her view, trimming the family's public presence risks weakening the intimate bonds that have kept the crown grounded for generations. At the heart of this family crossroads is a summit William has organized, one that will review the monarchy's operational structure and finances. Among the proposals being floated is the possibility of scaling back the official roles of some royals, including Queen Camilla's own family. The idea isn't personal, William insists, but practical. And while King Charles appears cautiously supportive of his son's intentions, he remains torn, positioned between the loyalty of his wife and the leadership vision of his heir. But this isn't just a debate between William and Camilla. Princess Anne, long celebrated as the hardest-working royal, has emerged as a quiet force behind the push for modernization. While she remains deeply respectful of royal traditions, Anne's approach has always been about duty over display. Her support for streamlining isn't about cutting people out, but about building a tighter, more focused monarchy that can better respond to public expectations. For Anne, efficiency isn't a betrayal of tradition, it's a reinforcement of its core values. Interestingly, this moment also reveals how the roles of other royals might evolve. Prince Edward and Duchess Sophie are expected to take on more public responsibilities. Even younger royals like Lady Louise Windsor and Princess Beatrice may step further into the spotlight. William's goal is to mentor the next generation with the help of Anne, Sophie, and Princess Catherine, women known for their steadfast service and quiet strength. Yet Queen Camilla's resistance lingers. She fears that the warmth and inclusiveness of the family may be lost in this pursuit of change. After years of working to be accepted by the public and her stepchildren alike, Camilla now finds herself at odds with a future that risks sidelining the very values she holds dear. Meanwhile, Prince Harry's recent visit to the UK to attend the Well Child Awards adds another layer of intrigue. His presence sparked rumors of a possible meeting with King Charles, a reunion many hope could begin to heal deep family wounds. But with packed schedules and unresolved tensions, nothing is guaranteed. All the while, documentaries and tabloid headlines continue to churn, bringing old wounds back into the spotlight. As the Balmoral talks unfold, one question grows more pressing. How far will the monarchy go to adapt? And who within the family will shape its future most? Now let's turn to Anne's concern about the monarchy and its role. Could the monarchy's most dutiful member be its secret architect of change? Stay with us. The tensions behind royal modernization. Princess Anne, known for her tireless commitment to royal duties, has long been a pillar of the monarchy, seen by many as the ultimate embodiment of the royal work ethic. However, in recent years, Anne has begun to express frustration with the shifting dynamics within the royal family, particularly regarding her role in the family and the direction the monarchy is heading. Once steadfast in her dedication to tradition, Anne now finds herself increasingly at odds with certain modern shifts being proposed by others, notably her sister-in-law, Queen Camilla. While Anne has always valued the monarchy's traditions, the evolving landscape of the royal household, especially with the rise of the younger generation, has led her to question its sustainability. Prince William's push to modernize the monarchy and streamline its operations is a key focus, one that he believes will ensure the monarchy remains relevant. However, Anne has been outspoken about her concerns that these changes may be diluting the integrity of the royal institution she has spent her life defending. Anne's position as a cornerstone of the monarchy, respected for her directness and unwavering sense of duty, has left her feeling somewhat sidelined, as others like Camilla take on increasing responsibilities. Queen Camilla's attempts to balance royal tradition with modernization have led to growing tension, especially in how she has managed her relationship with Anne. Camilla's approach to the monarchy, which includes expanding roles for the younger royals and incorporating more modern public relations strategies, has rubbed Anne the wrong way. Camilla, often seen as navigating the fine line between supporting her husband, King Charles, and maintaining the royal family's public image, has faced pushback from Anne, who feels increasingly marginalized. While Camilla focuses on charity work, public appearances, and ensuring family unity, Anne is more concerned with preserving the monarchy's dignity and operational structure. Anne is worried that too much emphasis on public relations at the expense of tradition will only weaken the family's standing in the eyes of the public. Anne has also raised concerns over Camilla's influence on King Charles, particularly with how she has handled Harry's exit from royal life. Anne, who has always believed in royal duty above all else, finds the rift between Harry and the family increasingly difficult to ignore. She has quietly expressed her dissatisfaction with how Camilla has managed the fallout from Harry's memoir and public interviews, which have cast the royal family, and particularly Camilla, in a negative light. Anne, perhaps more than anyone, understands the importance of internal family cohesion, and the ongoing friction between Harry and Camilla has left her feeling uneasy about the royal family's future. Though Camilla has tried to keep the family united, Anne is not convinced that these efforts are enough. She is frustrated with how the younger royals, particularly Kate, are being positioned in the royal hierarchy. Anne sees Kate's limitations in royal duties, especially as she recovers from personal challenges, as a reflection of Camilla's inability to adapt and truly understand the pressures that come with such a life. Anne, however, has always been keen on action over words, and her frustration grows as she feels her contributions are being overlooked. In private, Anne has expressed her concerns about Camilla's growing influence over King Charles and her tendency to prioritize royal appearances over genuine family harmony. As much as Camilla works to maintain the family's image, Anne is worried that her approach may be undermining the monarchy's core values. The complexities of these family dynamics, combined with Anne's growing dissatisfaction, have made her increasingly vocal about the changes she believes are needed. And just as you think that tension can get no thicker, along comes yet something else, explosively explosive. Will Princess Anne's daughter possibly rat out on all of Camilla's involvement in the royal family? Stay tuned. Princess Anne's Request, a memoir that could expose Queen Camilla's secrets. Zara Tindall is about to share her untold story in a memoir that promises to offer an exclusive glimpse into life behind the palace gates. As the daughter of Princess Anne, Zara has always lived outside the typical royal spotlight. Unlike her more title-bound relatives, she's been able to maintain a relatively normal life. And now, she's ready to reveal it all, unburdened by the strict expectations that often come with royal status. Sources close to Zara suggest that this memoir will be unlike anything we've heard from the royal family before. Without the constraints faced by royals like Kate and William, Zara feels free to speak her truth, setting the record straight on matters that have been swept under the rug for years. According to a source speaking to Women's Day, Zara believes she has a unique position, one that allows her to say things others in the family can't. This memoir gives her the perfect opportunity to right a few wrongs and tell her side. While the book will undoubtedly dive into the drama and scandal that surrounds the royal family, Zara's focus will be on her own life, one that's been anything but ordinary. Expect to learn about her unconventional childhood, the life-changing moments she missed out on as a result of not being a princess, and her path to finding happiness with her husband, former rugby star Mike Tindall. However, Zara's memoir will also tackle some of the more controversial topics within the royal fold. She's set to open up about the tensions surrounding Prince Harry's actions and her thoughts on Meghan and Harry's wedding. Yet, it's not all about controversy. Zara's love story with Mike will also take center stage. She's eager to pay tribute to the man she calls her big gentle giant, and how their relationship has brought so much joy not just to her, but to their family. As one source puts it, the memoir will be a celebration of love, resilience, and a unique journey through the royal world. Zara wants to show how she and Mike have been able to navigate it all with humor, as if to say, 3 cheers to life's challenges. The insider reveals. This memoir isn't just about royal drama, it's a heartfelt ode to love and family. However, there is an added layer of intrigue. Speculation is rife that Princess Anne may be preparing to guide her daughter through some more explosive revelations, particularly regarding Queen Camilla. With Anne's influence over Zara, there's a chance that her memoir could expose more than just family squabbles. It could bring to light some of the inner workings of the monarchy that have long been kept behind closed doors. Is it possible that Princess Anne has advised Zara to include some of the mess surrounding Camilla's reign in the upcoming memoir? Could this be an opportunity for Zara to shed light on the complexities within the royal family that no one else has dared to speak about? As the royal family braces for yet another potentially explosive memoir, questions arise. How will Zara's version of events differ from Prince Harry's? What could this mean for the royal family's ability to maintain a united front amidst such personal revelations? Stay with us as we explore the impact on the future of the monarchy amidst family, feuds, and memoirs. The British royal family is currently embroiled in growing tensions that threaten its long-term stability. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have sparked much of this turmoil, with Harry's explosive memoir, Spare, and ongoing allegations of mistreatment within the royal household. These revelations have ignited widespread dissatisfaction, both inside and outside the family. However, it's not just Harry's candid confessions that are causing chaos. The rift between Kate Middleton and Queen Camilla has raised alarms about the monarchy's future. These two women, representing the present and future of the royal family, are now at odds, and their conflict is under intense public scrutiny. The media has played a significant role in amplifying these tensions, magnifying every comment, rumor, and supposed dispute. The ongoing clash between Kate and Camilla, in particular, has been analyzed to death. Some reports suggest this feud could have lasting consequences for the royal family's image, making it harder for them to present a unified front. The pressure to resolve their issues privately has intensified as every development is picked apart by the press, keeping the monarchy under a microscope. This isn't just a family quarrel. It's a symptom of deeper, unresolved issues within the monarchy. Can the royal family maintain its traditions and adapt to the demands of the modern era? Or will internal divisions weaken its standing in the eyes of the public? As the monarchy's future becomes increasingly uncertain, one of the biggest concerns is its succession. King Charles's ongoing health struggles have fueled questions about what will happen when Prince William eventually takes the throne. As the future queen, Kate's role has never been more pivotal, but her strained relationship with Camilla could complicate how the public perceives her leadership. Will Kate be able to navigate this challenge and maintain her carefully crafted image? Or will her difficulties with Camilla cloud her future as queen? Prince William, too, is facing immense pressure. As King Charles's health declines, William is expected to take on more prominent duties. His relationship with Harry is at an all-time low, and with the future of the monarchy on his shoulders, he must find a way to support Kate while maintaining the stability of the institution. His next moves could determine not just the monarchy's future, but its standing in the public eye. Despite no longer being an active royal, Prince Harry's influence remains strong. His memoir, interviews, and decision to step away from royal duties continue to disrupt family dynamics. His tension with Camilla is a constant reminder of the void his absence has left. Will Harry reconcile with his family? Or has the damage gone too far? His decisions will not only shape his legacy, but also influence how the monarchy is viewed in the modern world. In today's media-driven society, the visibility of royal family conflicts has reached unprecedented levels. Every action, every word is dissected, with the press ready to jump on any opportunity to stir the pot. If the rift between Kate and Camilla continues to escalate, coupled with the fallout from Harry's memoir and Prince Anne's grievance, it could seriously undermine the royal family's ability to function effectively. As the royal family navigates these turbulent waters, how will they manage to find unity? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more royal updates.